The Rising Phoenix. In a small town in Montana, Hannah Hawk Reynolds, a single mother working 2 jobs, dreams of becoming a professional MMA fighter. She heads to the rugged urban gym known as the Cage in Seattle, run by the tough but kind-hearted former champion, Jake O'Brien. Jake, a no-nonsense Irish-American coach, is dealing with his own demons after losing touch with his son. Despite Hannah's determination, Jake initially refuses to train her, believing she is too old and too inexperienced. His friend and assistant coach, Ray Razor Williams, sees potential in Hannah and secretly starts training her. Jake's star fighter, Thunderton Jenkins, leaves for a more prestigious trainer after Jake repeatedly turns down lucrative fight offers. With Ray's encouragement, Jake reluctantly agrees to take Hannah under his wing. Hannah's grit and perseverance pay off as she rises through the ranks of amateur MMA with Jake's guidance. Known for her fierce and rapid knockouts, Jake has to pay other trainers to get their fighters to face her. Concerned about Jake's cautious approach, Ray arranges a meeting for Hannah with the prominent manager, Victor Cruz. However, out of loyalty to Jake, she declines the offer. Jake gives Hannah a nickname, Phoenix, which he embroiders on her fighting gear, but doesn't explain its meaning. Hannah saves her fight earnings to buy a house for her young daughter, Lily. However, her estranged parents criticize her, claiming her career choice embarrasses the family and threatens their reputation. Jake finally secures a major fight for Hannah, a title match in Las Vegas against the reigning women's MMA champion, Sonia the Serpent Vasquez. Known for her ruthless and dirty tactics, the fight begins in Hannah's favor. But Sonia lands a vicious illegal blow after the bell, severely injuring Hannah and leaving her paralyzed from the waist down. Jake is devastated and goes through the stages of grief, seeking multiple opinions from doctors, expressing his anger at Ray, and praying for a miracle. He eventually makes amends with Ray, who reminds him that Hannah achieved her dream because of him. In the hospital, Hannah eagerly awaits a visit from her family. They finally arrive, more interested in her money than her well-being. They attempt to manipulate her into transferring her assets to them. Enraged and heartbroken, Hannah threatens to expose their selfishness and fraud if they contact her again. As her condition worsens and she faces further complications, Hannah pleads with Jake to help her end her suffering. Horrified, Jake refuses. Desperate, Hannah attempts to starve herself. Jake's close friend, a priest, warns him of the moral and emotional consequences of assisting Hannah's wish. One night, Jake sneaks into the hospital, unaware that Ray is quietly observing. He gently explains the meaning of Phoenix to Hannah, a symbol of rebirth and rising from the ashes. He then tearfully grants her wish, giving her a final kiss on the forehead before administering a lethal dose of medication. Jake leaves the gym forever. Ray writes a heartfelt letter to Jake's son, detailing his father's bravery and compassion. The story ends with Ray reopening the cage, dedicating it to both Jake and Hannah with a mural of a phoenix rising, symbolizing hope and new beginnings.